welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we're gonna discuss about concept of line charge and sheet charge and volume charge. Let us discuss about line charge and sheet charge and volume charge. First, concepts: introduction to electromagnetic charge, concept of line charge, characteristics of line charge, concept of sheet charge, concept of sheet characteristics of sheet charge, concept of volume charge, characteristics of volume charge, comparison of line sheet and volume charge, and also discuss about the applications of line sheet and volume charges. Finally, we're gonna discuss about conclusion. Yes, let us discuss about introduction to electromagnetic charges. Introduction to electrostatic charges. Electrostatic is a study of stationary electric charges and their interaction. It is a fundamental branch of physics that describes the behavior of electric field and force in the absence of moving charge. Then let's discuss about concept of line charge. Yes, concept. First, definitions of line charge. A line charge is a theoretical model of a charge distribution. Then linear density. The charge per unit length is called the linear charge density. Example: a thin wire with uniform charge along its length is an example of a line charge. In electromagnetic, a charge is continuous distribution of a electric charge along a line. The charge is assumed to uniformly distributed along the lines. This means that the charge per unit length is constant. The linear charge density is denoted by the Greek letter lambda, lambda and is defined as a charge per unit length. A line charge can be straight line, a curved line, or even a closed loop. The line charge is useful theoretically model for understanding the electric field produced by charged options with a reflecting small cross section area. These are the concept of line charge. Let us discuss the characteristics of line charge. First, one-dimensional line charge. A line charge is a definition as a charge distributed uniformly along a straight line of finite length. Then, charge density. Line line charge density refers the amount of a charge per unit length along the line. Electric field. The electric field due to a line charge is radial and symmetrical about the line. Applications of line charge. Line line charge are used in a modeling the behavior of a charged wire, antennas, and the other elongated objects. These are these are the characteristics of line charge: the one-dimensional charge density, electric field, and applications. Then let us discuss about the concept of sheet charge. Concept of sheet charge. Definition of the sheet charge. A sheet charge is a theoretical concept of electrostatic that refers to a continuous distribution of the electric charge spread uniformly over a flat surface. Next, second point, uniform charge density. The charge density is represented by the symbol of omega is constant across the entire surface. Infinite exit. The sheet charge is often idealized uniform charge density. The charge density is represented by the symbol of omega is constant across the entire surface. Infinite extent. The sheet charge is often idealized as a extending infinity in the both direction, allowing for a easier mathematical analysis. Then final point is electric field. The electric field produced by a sheet charge is uniform and perpendicular to the surface with a strength proportional to surface of charge density. Then let us discuss about the characteristics of sheet charge. First, uniform charge distribution. Sheet charge is characterized by a uniform distribution of a charge across it. It is a surface. This means that the charge is evenly spread out, resulting in a consistent charge density. Then infinite exit. Sheet charge as a typical considered to have an infinite extent. These simplest calculation and allow for a more straightforward analysis of the electric field. Then third point is constant electric field. The electric field produced by a sheet charge is constant and perpendicular to the surface. This means that strength is same to every point surface. Then applications in electrostatics. Sheet charge find the application in the various electromagnetic phenomena such as a capacitor, charged plates and charged surface in electronic devices. Then let us discuss the last charge, that's a concept of volume charge. A volume charge is a continuous distribution of an electric charge within a three-dimensional surface of space. The volume charge density is defined as the amount of the charge per unit charge distribution. The charge is spread through the volume continuous distribution. The charge is not a localized to discrete points. Volume charge per unit volume. The concept is used to model objects like a changed sphere of sphere or a changed cube. The charge density can vary within the volume, providing a comprehensive understanding of charge distribution within the object. Then let us discuss the characteristics of volume charge distribution. Volume charge is a distribution throughout a three-dimensional object. It can be a uniform or a non-uniform depending on object's properties. Electric field. The electric field generated by a volume and the objects such as the field can be calculated using Gauss law. Then applications of the volume charge. Volume charge can be found in a various applications such as capacitor, batteries and semiconductor devices. And the example of this volume charges is uh, a charged sphere or a cube can be considered as a volume charge within the charge spread uniformly throughout its volume. Then let us discuss the comparison between the sheet charge and their volume and charges and line charges. Line charges. A line charge is a distribution of a line charge along a line. It's defined by a charge density which represents the amount of charge per unit length. Then sheet charge. A sheet charge is a distribution of charge over a surface. It's defined by a surface charge density which represents the amount of charge per unit area. Volume charge. A volume charge is a distribution of a charge throughout a volume. It's defined by a volume charge density which represents the amount of charge per unit volume. Then then applications of line, sheet and volume charges. Then there are so much of applications are there. We can take a few examples like capacitor, lightning protection, air pollution controller and electrostatic field. First, capacitor. Parallel plate capacitor widely used in electronic circuits utilize the concept of the sheet charge to store electric energy. Lightning protection. Lightning rods employ a pointed conductor representing a concentrated line charge to attract lightning strike and redirect them to ground, safeguarding structure. Air pollution controller. Electrostatic precipitator utilize a high voltage to create a strong electric field which attacks and remove particular matter from air storm, reducing pollution. Electrostatic field. Understanding a volume charge density is a crucial for analysis the electric field generated by a charged object such as sphere and determining their interactions. Then finally we can discuss the conclusion and the key takeaways. These this presentation has explored the fundamental concept of line, sheet and volume charge in electrostats. Understanding these concepts is essential for analyzing and solving problems in various fields including electrostatic, materials, science and physics. Then the, these are the conclusion and takeaways. Thank you.